We have started a new series called Success Stories, and the reason behind that is many of the people from our subscriber end they have reached me on how to get a job in tier 1 companies. So considering that, I reached a couple of my alumni members from IIT Madras. We will be taking a series of interviews on how to crack the tier 1 company interviews like Google, Facebook, Microsoft. So on this episode today we have a conversation with Prachit, who got graduated from IIT Madras Computer Science, and he started his career with Google. I believe this success stories would be a useful one for the inspiring engineers who wants to join a tier 1 companies. During this pandemic time, during this COVID situation, we have a lot of free time. The current engineering students and anyone who aspire to join Google, please watch this video, start working for that. Come, let's have a conversation with Prachit. Hey, hi Rachit, a warm welcome to you. How are you doing?
Yeah, hi, Vinod. Yeah, good. I'm doing great.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for sharing your experience with the community. We are really thankful to you, and your message to the community should be very helpful for everyone. And thank you. Thanks
Yeah,
on behalf of everyone. So let us start because I know about you. So why don't you give a brief intro about you to the people who are watching this?
yeah. So, hi, I'm Rachit Abrawal. I am originally from Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and I have been studying BTech in computer science from IIT Madras, and currently, almost I have graduated. The results are waiting, yeah, but basically I've graduated. So, so I joined. So I had interned in Google last year, and then I got a pre-placement offer from them, and so I want to share my experience and any queries which usually people have about Google interviews through this medium, and yeah, that's it.
That's great. So when you said you are from Gujarat, it's about North India, right? So what is the main motto to join IIT Madras, where IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi is very near to you, and why CSC department?
Yeah, so okay, something it has to do with my JEE rank. So yeah, when I initially I wanted to join IIT Bombay, but I got a little lower rank than required for IIT Bombay. Uh,
Okay.
b- uh, then I could have joined IIT Delhi in dual degree or IIT Kanpur, but I chose IIT Madras due to one of the reason was that it is a metropolitan city, and the connectivity is very good with my city. And other reason was that it was also ranked one of the top institute by the Indian government by NIRF ranking. And other was that it has a smaller batch size compared to the
Okay.
other IITs which have batch sizes of 120. Like we have a batch size of 60, so I felt that it would be good for me. So I that's why I joined IIT Madras. And computer
Cool.
science was because I am very interested in mathematics, especially, and so I was confused between electrical engineering and computer science. But I felt that computer science involves building a lot of things, and the iterative process is much faster than in electrical engineering. That's more theoretical. So. And it is an upcoming field compared to electrical. So I that's why I joined computer science.
Got it. Got it. Thanks, man. So what is your prime goal? Like you have graduated from IIT, you got the offer from Google. So where do you find yourself in the next 5 years max?
Yeah, my goal is to definitely immediate goals would be to learn more and more about different things and develop my skill set. But my long term goal would be to maybe start my own venture or do my own project, something which has good impact, as well as like tries to go things forward, like something which is innovative, maybe do something indirect.
That's really great. I wish for your startup if you have something idea to build a startup.
Yeah.
And so regarding the placement, so Google was your first interview, or did you give any mock interviews to any other companies?
Yeah, so it was during my internship interviews. So in IIT Madras, Google comes for hiring interns. So it was my first interview. They get day zero, day one interview slots. So it was basically my first interview related to employment. Otherwise, I have given interviews related to some science programs and other thing, but related to job, it was my first interview.
Great. So, before appearing for the interview, have you done any projects? Because I believe IIT people work for the startups in incubation cells, right? So, have you done any projects which is very helpful for your Google interviews?
Yes, I had actually done like lot of small projects mainly due to competitions. Like in my first year and second year, I used to take part in hackathons which used to come in my campus. Like first hackathon I took part, it was like a gift registry site I built. So I learned Django by using that and also pitching my idea. And also then I used to take part in Microsoft Code Fundu with my friends, which is a hackathon which takes place there. I had also won a prize in that, so that was helpful. And in my second year, I was also involved with a team in IIT Madras, which was related to building autonomous ground vehicles. So the team was named Abhyaan, and we took part in competition of building small autonomous ground vehicle robots which could complete the track. So that was also a very good experience because I got to learn a lot of C++ and like basic how to do good programming, and also got exposed to like different programming frameworks in robotics. And that then helped me to do open source contribution as part of Google Summer of Code. So
Okay.
in after my second year, due to my experience with them, I got to know about the robot operating system, which is a framework for robotics. And then I applied to an organization which built robotic frameworks and worked with them to make contributions to that framework related to like WebSocket servers in their framework for communicating data across different nodes in a robot. So all this helped build my resume and also develop my programming skills in general. So I think all this contributed to getting a good profile.
That's really great, man. So probably I would ask next, like, so when you appear for any tier one companies, right? So you should be very strong in your mathematics and then your coding. So where did you start your coding? So at which year you started practicing for coding, and what would be the good programming language to appear for Google?
Yeah. So after like first semester, when I joined IIT Madras, I didn't have much work. I classes also I didn't used to attend much. So like I had a lot of free time. So then I discovered that HackerRank is a very good site on which there are a lot of coding programs. So I liked doing that because they were interesting, and they also had points. So you like gaining those points and also doing the problems. So I basically first started with C language because that was being taught in the first semester. I learned it more quickly than what was being taught in the class using some books, so that I could solve more problems. Then I quickly moved to C++ because it offers a lot of the standard template library, which is like the built-in data structures, and it is the I feel like it is very intuitive, like you can simulate the program in your head. So that's how I got started. And yeah, I used to from then later on I started doing code chef problems, taking part in long contests, and other people also in my college used to take part in those contests. So uh, that's why there was some bit of competition and we used to do some problems. So yeah, basically first and second year I used to regularly do contests, like at least one contest a week. maybe some of maybe code forces or uh, and then I came to know that there is ACM ICPC. I wanted to like go to regionals. So like that was one of the major reasons I got to learn a lot of data structures which were not taught in class. Like ACM ICPC exposes you to a lot of data structure like segment trees or uh, like there are dynamic programming problems which are not commonly taught in. So those are great help. Uh, yeah, so basically this is uh,
That's great.
how I got some exposure to that.
Yeah, that's really great. So to ask the next question, like, so every year Google comes to IIT Madras. So at what stage you started preparing for Google? Did you ever had a target like, should I sit for Google, crack it, and clear it?
Yeah, definitely I wanted to get internship in Google because it is very selective. Like in our year also it took 3 interns out of everyone who applied, and also previous year it was just one intern. So everybody like wants to join a company which are more selective. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, so but like regarding preparation, I had already talked to my seniors, and I knew that the questions are like not like very difficult, but you need to answer them very like in a very systematic manner, and your thought process should be very clear. So the preparation what I did was basically I had been doing competitive programming. So and so my basic things were clear, but for specific preparation during that week I went through interview bit. So that is a good site for getting problems of varied levels. It is also free for the problems. So they have like sorted like company wise problems. So I did all the problems which had Google tagged in them, because those were the good problems actually.
Got it.
Google or
Got it.
Facebook were the good problems. So that took like around 2 days. Like I sat in a marathon like 10 hours every day and did that. And then I start for getting like a little bit more practice. I started doing Code Forces virtual contests. So on Code Forces, you have those Division 2 level virtual contests. So
Mm-hmm.
what one can do is uh, like Google won't ask, I think, won't ask more than D, Code Forces Division 2D level problems.
Okay.
So uh, just start doing, even C would be enough for internship actually. So ABC, I started just doing the ABC problems like 1.5 hour session, and would do ABC problems, and like each day do 2 or 3 contests for 2 3 days. So that was my entire preparation, because I didn't have much time. I was doing Google or Summer of Code that time, and I had some like report preparation left, and but in 4 days basically this I did interview bit and Code Forces, and also there were some coding tests by other companies which were pretty good, like D Shaw, and there were Rubrik and Uber. So those also helped me like get practice of a few problems. So doing coding tests of other companies will also help you.
That's really inspiring. So probably, how many rounds of interview did you face? Like starting from the aptitude to HR, like how many rounds of interview did you had?
Yeah, so for the internship it is a very simple process. So like first of all they sent a form, and in which you have to fill your resume, and there were some questions about what things you have done, and you have to fill that, and your CGPA, and basically then they shortlisted people, like 15 people were shortlisted. And I think at least in my year the basic criteria was CGPA,
Okay.
like 9 plus CGPA was the shortlist, but like it varies actually. Like this year it was different, and like they keep it way. Yeah, so basically they shortlisted, and after that everybody had telephonic interviews. So it was like time slots were given. Like it was 11 to 11:45 at night. One interview was, and then other was with 12 to 12:45 at night. So there were two telephonic interviews, and uh, basically those both of those interviews were like coding interviews plus a little bit of introduction and like questionnaire. So like pretty standard interviews, and that was common for everyone. And after that, they just gave the results in 2 3 days.
Okay. So, can you share some of the questions which asked by Google, or relatively likely questions which will be asked by Google to the community?
Yes, I can give some ideas like the main thing which they do is like they will not try to repeat questions.
Okay.
Their main aim is that you solve some question which hasn't been completely seen by you. Like of course some part would be seen, but so even they ask like in the interview, like if you have seen the question, tell them. And I would advise that if you have seen the question completely, it's a complete same question, just tell them, because they will come to know that if you have seen the question and you tell the answer, they will come to know that you knew the answer directly.
Got it. Got
So
it.
yeah. So the questions are like internship questions are a little bit simpler actually. So one question was related to binary tree. Like there is a binary tree and there is a cycle in it, and you have to identify the cycle. The binary tree is given in form of a root pointer, and then you have to find which node has. There is exactly one cycle, and you have to find the cycle. So I won't tell the solution. It's like fairly simple. People can guess it, and so then there was other question was like uh, so you have a random number generator, and which generates numbers from say 0 to 1, and uniform random generator. And now what you want to do is like you want to create a new generator which outputs a, b, or c, uh, and a with probability say 40%, b with probability say 30%, and c with 30%. So how would you solve such a problem using single uniform random generator? So again, this was like a small question which basically tests not much coding, but yeah, think
Got
little bit
it. Got
thinking. Yeah, and then other important part is like also how you communicate. So what like after this takes like 30 35 minutes, and then there are 10 minutes for you asking the questions, 10 to 5 10 or 5. So that time like you should show some interest in like some of like if you ask the interviewer what team he or she is, or in basically what and maybe some questions about their product, and maybe how their work life is. Basically it should be a little bit interactive. So that was an important point. Then this was like basically one interview. Then second interview also had a question which was uh, related to stacks. It was like you have a string of characters with backspaces, and there might be multiple backspaces, and so you have to then convert the string to string. Basically, it's if like a backspace, and that should be converted to a,
Okay.
and so like there will be a long string with different such, and you have to convert it into a final string. So that was the basic question. And you like even if you reach good time complexity, you might be required to optimize it for space complexity. So like first I solved it using stacks, but then they said like why solving using stacks, maybe just using a for loop you can solve it. So yeah, again like you should tell the time complexity and space complexity both, and one should also try to expect that they will ask to optimize it, like if anything. So yeah, that's basically the internship interviews. Like, and I had asked my other friends also, they also faced like similar difficulty questions. Some of them faced more a little bit more difficult questions. Like it varies actually, but
Okay.
at the end of the day, what matters is like how far you went in the process. Like if they ask a very tough question, if and you solve only that one question in the interview, that's also very good, rather than
Okay.
just solving two very easy questions or three very easy
Got it.
questions.
Got it.
So like once you start answering questions, you should try to get more questions. Like if it's an easy question, don't just do one easy question in a single interview and you feel that it's okay.
Okay. That really helps. So you cleared that and you went to Google for your internship. So Google has a variety of products starting from Google search engine to now Google Lens. So on which product you worked and what was your contribution?
Yeah. So I was on Google Maps team. The particular team is Maps auto moderation.
Okay.
So auto moderation is like Maps gets a lot of user generated content. So people send reviews related to places, and also people send edits to maps. Like if some place has a wrong name or a wrong address, so all these edits go to the maps user generated content, and these need to be like auto moderated, means like using machine learning techniques and statistical techniques. You find out if these are just spam or any useful edits. So you they also get a lot of spam edits. uh, so my work was in the platform team, which maintains which builds the frameworks for on which the models are deployed, and machine learning models are deployed, or and also the data pipelines are created. So my specific project was related to data validation. So they store their data in very in unstructured format, and they were facing some issues with that, and they wanted to create a data validation framework. I think I can't go much further in deep
Got
into
it.
it.
Got it.
That would get me into trouble. But yeah, basically it was a data validation framework using the TensorFlow extended, and yeah, I used some statistical techniques to detect anomalies in like
Got
in
it.
data, and yeah,
Okay.
so it was a very good experience.
Cool, man. Cool. So on a scale, like, how would you rate your internship experience? Google.
Yeah, I would rate it like 8 out of 10.
Okay. So, how did you feel when you, because how many days did it took from starting your telephonic interview till the day of releasing the offer? How many days it took generally, and what was your,
uh,
yeah,
yeah, it took 3.5 days, I think.
3.5 days? Okay, so you know this situation, right? Current pandemic situation, many of the people's internship got cancelled because of the company's current situation, and many engineers' job offers got revoked. So, how do you recommend those people how to proceed further, or do you have any recommendations for them how to approach for a tier one companies for your juniors?
Yes, so like I guess best way would be finding connections. Like directly submitting to job portals sometimes does not work. Like and you should find some senior or someone who you know properly, who would refer you and find help you get connected to HR. Also, what one can do is, like, if you are interested in good, like a good startup, you can try to directly contact the CTO or founder basically,
Got
and
it.
basically try to uh, send your resume to them and get an interview. Uh, so that would so basically getting referral would be the my
So
advice.
referral would be the best option to reach the company.
Yeah, I think that would be a good option.
So any other subject related recommendation? I mean, which paper they need to focus, which topics they need to focus, or which forums, HackerRank you said, CodeChef you said. So what are the things they need to focus to fine tune their coding skills?
Yeah. So I think for that, first of all, like whichever company they are applying to, they should check out the what is their format and what do they focus on. Like it varies a lot across the companies. Like some companies only ask algorithm questions. Some also ask OS database networks questions. So for that, I think Geek for Geeks is very good to get an interview experience. Then after that, they can like definitely every company will ask some coding questions and algorithmic questions. So for that, they can go through Geeks for Geeks, knowing what is the difficulty level for that particular company, the archives for that, and practicing their previous questions helps a lot. And then they can, for specific subjects, again, like try to find some online course, small mini course or mini tutorial, which gives them a good idea with some examples, coding examples. Yeah, so that I think would give a fast preparation for any company.
That's useful. So I came across like Google needs like star response answers. Can you elaborate what is that?
Yes. So like in your resume especially, you should uh, so star is basically situation, task, action, result. So like these explain your entire project or whatever action, like task, like whatever thing you did in this format. So situation is like what was, give some context about what the problem was, and uh, why was it important, and why was it needed at now. So then so if I give my internship project as an example, so I would say the situation was that some data was going missing uh, due to no validation being done. So that was the situation. My task. So task is what you plan to do for solving the situation. So what we plan to do was building a data validation pipeline, so that every day we check whether something is going missing. Then action would be how we did it, and and what steps we did to achieve it. So that would be like I used the TFX framework to build a validation pipeline which converts it into a particular format and then uses anomaly detection techniques to find out uh, if there is some error. And the result, so result is very important, so it should be in formats or some measurable quantity, not like good
Got it.
bad. Yeah, so it should be like quantity, like I achieved 3% increase, I achieved 4% increase in accuracy, or like or efficiency, I improved the efficiency by this much. Or if yeah, so basically try to quantify it, because qualitative results cannot be easily transferable to the
Got it. Got it. That's good. So by the way, when you are joining Google as a
yeah, it
FT,
is it's 3rd August, this 2020. So yeah, this year 3rd August.
yeah, that's pleasure conversation with you, Rachit. So, as an alumni of IIT Madras, I believe this success story series would help for a lot of engineers in the India, and especially aspiring engineers who are doing third year and second year, and few college students as well. So, I
Okay.
really appreciate your time. Though you are on a busy schedule, and you have accepted my invitation and you have shared your experience, I really appreciate your efforts. I wish you all the best. I wish you uh, a good luck with Google. Probably we can see you back after 1 year or 2 years. Share your experience, how your experience with Google was. So I really thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks Vinod, thanks for hosting.
Thanks for watching the entire conversation. I believe this conversation is very useful to you. If you feel any extra questions to be asked, mention those questions in the comment section. I will sum it up and I'll use it for the next conversation. Thanks for watching Know Something. Please consider subscribing my channel